Hello everybody, today I'm going to be giving not necessarily a review, but a first impression of the LUKAS Studio Watercolor Travel Box set. I saw this from the Frugal Crafter on YouTube. I will link her down below because she's amazing and her review slash first impression videos are the best. Like, you literally know everything about the paint by the time, or the product, or anyway, by the time you are done watching her video, and that's where I actually found these. She got these on Jerry's Artorama, and I'm glad I got these when I did because I just looked for it earlier to see if I could even link it down below, and they don't have this that I can find. They have the tubes of the 12 set, but they don't have like this actual set anymore. So unfortunately, if you're going to want these paints, you're going to probably have to get the tubes unless they bring some more back in stock. I even looked at the website that's on the side of the box, and the website didn't work for me. So yeah, that's sort of a bummer. But you can still find these paints. It has 12 really nice colors, and there are actually the artist set and the studio set, which is sort of like the student grade. And whenever the Frugal Crafter reviewed these, or did her thing, the artist ones and the studio ones, they were almost the same. Like, they were almost the same, and one is like almost $80-$90, and this one full price is, I think she said, about $25 to $30 or something like that. So this was the best deal ever. So originally these are usually, like I said, $25 to $30, I think, and I got these for $12 plus shipping, whatever. But I mean, on Jerry's Artorama you get really good deals if you can find the stuff you want. So I was really glad I bought these when I did. It was sort of an impulse buy. I'm like, I really want them, but I already have my Van Gogh paints, and I feel like I shouldn't buy another watercolor set if I already have all of these, and I just went for it. So I'm super glad I did, because now I can't find this set anywhere. For some reason, it's nowhere to be found. So you can still get the tubes, but which is all I've ever used. These are all tube squeezed paints. And I've never had a pan set before besides, the ones that you get in like grade school. But yeah, I'm really excited. They have, let's see, Primary Yellow, Cadmium Yellow, Yellow Ocher, English Red, which I'm assuming is sort of like a deep red, maybe? Deep cadmium? Cadmium Red, Magenta, Cyan or Primary Blue, Ultramarine, Viridian or Phthalo Green, I guess, Olive Green, Raw Umber, and Payne's Gray. So that's a really good assortment of colors. You only get, I guess you get 2 greens, I guess, but this one's sort of like a blue-green. So you get a lot of good colors. I don't know, I think this would be a good starter pan set. And it's a travel one, so let's see what it looks like. Okay, I literally just had this open like 2 seconds ago. There we go. So I've never actually taken this out of the box before. I've just undone the flap and I was like, oh, it'll be fine, and then I struggle with it. Okay, so this is what it looks like when it comes out of the box. This is LUKAS over here. And you open it, maybe. Ta-da! You have little, I think these are half pans. Honestly, I'm still confused by the pan thing. Yes, 12 half pans, fine artist watercolor. So these are what they look like. They're really nice looking. They're removable, so you can put different colors in here if you want. Like, say you didn't want Payne's Gray, you could go ahead and just take that out. Maybe. I don't know if you can take this one out. Okay, I don't think you can take that one out. But the rest of them are pretty easy to remove. They're pretty flexible. Obviously, I can't get this one back in there to stay. There we go. So yeah, they're all pretty much removable, except for the gray. Oh, there we go. got it off. So yeah, you can just buy other Lukas half pans and refill the ones that you want, in case, you know, you don't want 3 blues, or, you know, 2 blues, whatever. You can just go ahead and remove it and get the colors you want. So I figured, oh, and here's the numbers for them. I'll, like, probably take a better picture and put it in here somewhere. So I figured I would just go ahead and spray them. I've actually never used this method. I usually would just, like, you know, put water on it and wait for it to dissolve a little bit. But I saw this from the Frugal Crafter. Obviously, you know, I've learned most of my watercolor skills from my professor for Drawing 2 and Frugal Crafter. So I never learned this trick until I started watching her video, so you should totally go check her out. I'm in love with her video. She's so upbeat and happy, so that just activates them a little bit. So I'll set those to the side while I get my paper and dry off this area now. My paper doesn't get all wet. My colorful towel. I've had this since I was in like 6th grade, I swear. Okay, so I just have some Strathmore 140-pound paper, and I have my water. And I have my brushes. So I don't know which one would be the best to use. I'll probably just use like a flat brush or something. I'll use this one. Why not? This is a Donna Dewberry flat in size 10. So we can just go ahead and I will swatch all of these. Well, I'll make a little chart and then swatch them that way. So I have all of them listed, and I should probably break the numbers by them, but oh well. So I'm just gonna get started. We're gonna start with, oh, and it comes with a little mixing tray. The lid is actually a mixing tray. I forgot to mention that. And a little brush could probably fit in here. It doesn't come with a brush like most sets, but this one does have a spot for one. So we'll just go ahead. Start with lemon. I've never had a pan set, so this is really new for me. Okay. Lemon primer yellow. It's a really nice color. It's very vibrant. Okay. Now we'll go on the cadmium yellow hue. Not really that much difference between those two. Maybe once they dry they'll get a little bit different, but have yellow ochre. I've never been a fan of the color yellow ochre. I don't know why. It just looks dirty to me. I have to say though, these are really nice vibrant colors. I'm so used to struggling with getting the vibrant color I want. So this is new. English red. Ooh. That's a lot different than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more like a deep cadmium hue. That's actually more like a rust color. Rust. Okay. Onto cadmium red hue. It has hue in parentheses, so I figure I may as well say it. Magenta. I've actually never had a magenta color, I don't think. I've had purple and magenta. Yeah, it's very transparent. I'm noticing some are more transparent than others. I know some colors are just naturally that way, or you know, they're made that way. So here's cyan, another very transparent color. Honestly, I try to make as many swatches for all of my all of my art supplies as I can, because sometimes you just don't know. It's Ultramarine, going on to Viridian, or Phthalo Green. This is so different for me. My palette, my pans or whatever are already all dirty around the outside. I'm so OCD with my stuff, guys. You have no idea. Like, everything is usually pretty clean. There's Viridian. That's a really nice color. I like that. The camera is not doing the colors justice. It looks so good. This is actually a lot brighter than it looks to you guys. That looks like sort of like an evergreen color. This is more of like a bam dark green color. So let's see. Olive green. Ooh, that's really fairly opaque. It's really not transparent. It's actually almost more like a gouache looking. Moving on to raw umber. Another fairly transparent color, and I'm noticing that a lot of the yellows up here, all but the lemon yellow, are drying fairly opaque, so that's nice. It's nice to have somewhat opaque watercolors sometimes. And then Payne's Gray, very nice color. This Payne's Gray actually looks a lot better than my Van Gogh Payne's Gray, so that makes me happy. So there we go. Those are all the first swatches of my LUKAS colors. And I think now I'll try and make a little mixing color wheel over here. I'm so not used to using real brushes because I struggled so bad with real brushes that I moved on to water pens, or water brushes, and I'm starting to try and get back into these now. So I don't really, okay, so I just learned because I'm still in college, I'm still in school, and I'm learning, red, yellow, blue, primaries, but now I'm starting to learn that magenta is actually the real primary red, and my mind is just blown. So since that one says primary, lemon says primary, and cyan says primary, I don't know, I might still go with I might still go with the Cadmium Yellow for the primary, just because that one's really transparent. So let's just go ahead and try this. So, see, magenta. Really messed up color wheel. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a while since I've made a color wheel. I have an education, I promise. This is a learning experience for me too, guys. Like, I've never used, cyan. I've always used sort of like the Ultramarine, the Cadmium Red, and the Cadmium Yellow for my primaries up until now. So, we're just playing. Maybe it's not really necessarily a full-blown color wheel, but we're playing. It's fine. Mix a lot better than my Van Goghs. These work a lot better than my Van Goghs do, with mixing on the paper anyway. Nice vibrant colors from this. I'm really happy with this. Get a little more magenta to that. Yeah, it doesn't take much to change the color either, so that's good. Because like with my Van Goghs, I usually have to work quite a bit to get the color I want if I'm mixing on the paper or, on the palette. So, let's see. Yeah, I tried going for the color wheel, but it's fine. I'm not smart enough. It's too early for the color wheel. It's actually pretty early in the morning. I had to be a personal Uber for, like 2 people today, so I had to wake up really early so that they could get to work, so. Okay. think that's all the colors I need. So I guess I'll just try and do different variations of purple now. Try more of a blue purple. Then try more of a red purple. Reddish. Red violet. I know I'm probably gonna get yelled at because I'm not using correct terms, but you can just live with it. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah. I really like that purple that makes. I am just gonna paint all the purple things now. Okay. For some reason the purple like sudsed up whenever I mixed it. It did that on Lindsay's too, so. Okay, so there's my derpy little color wheel. As you can see, you can mix a lot of good colors with it. I'm not going to try and mix with the other colors just because, you know, all you really need are 3 colors to make every color you need. Even, you know, a gray or black you can make with all those colors, so I guess I'll try making brown. Brown's probably a good color. I don't really know. Okay, let's just gonna go with what I learned. Okay, never mind, that overpowered it. Okay, so Viridian overpowers everything. Because I learned that not blue. That's still a pretty color. I still do like that color. Because I learned that red and green make brown. But I guess any complementary colors would make that color, so. But I guess you already have a brown sort of in the set, and raw umber is also sort of a greenish brown. Okay, so now I know this isn't really a very good, let's say, comparison, because I mean, these are the only watercolors I have in their tubes, and they're just a completely different brand, so it's probably not the best thing to compare it to, but I figured I could compare some of the colors I have with colors in here. So I'm gonna do, oh well, I guess I botched that up already. I was gonna do Ultramarine, Payne's Gray, and Cadmium Yellow for this little experiment, just to see how they look together. Just using my Moo eraser here. Moo erasers are the best. Okay. Oh, I just laid my finger in that green. That's fine. You're not having fun unless you get messy, right? Okay, so top one will be LUKAS. Bottom one will be my Van Goghs. So, I figured I could probably just spray this too. Go ahead and spray that a little bit, it's fine. So let's go ahead. I'll do the LUKAS first since they're already sort of wet. So Ultramarine, put right here. Okay. Payne's Gray, put it over here. Such a good color. I love that color. Then Cadmium Yellow, right here. And this is just sort of for me, because I know a lot of different, like this Ultramarine on my camera looks super bright when it's actually closer to probably what this looks like to you guys. So I'll probably take some better pictures and show you guys what they actually look like, because my camera is not picking the colors up very well. So anyway, as I was saying, a lot of watercolor sets are similar, but the colors are usually pretty different. I can already tell that my Ultramarine, or my Payne's Gray is probably going to be a lot different than the Payne's Gray in here, I think. So we're just going to go ahead and dive into my Van Goghs. Ultramarine is right here. Just go ahead and get some of that. Yeah. It's very transparent, and I mean, some people like more transparent, but I'm more of an acrylic painter, so I like getting bold colors, you know, first or second time around. So I can already tell this is a lot harder to get that bright color than Lucas. We can go on to Payne's gray now. See how that favors. This is more of a, I don't even know. It's not, I think it's more of a warm, like it's a warmer Payne's gray, let's put it that way. It doesn't have the blue hue that the Lucas one does. You can tell that on the camera, I can see that. And then we will go ahead with, let's see, closest thing I have to Cadmium Yellow. Actually, pretty darn close. The yellow so far is the closest one. But I have to say, I think, even though I love my Van Gogh watercolors, the Lucas, I think, beats them out pretty easily. They have such more, they're just so much more vibrant, and they're easy to mix. My Van Goghs are so transparent, and it's so hard to get the colors I want with that. And I don't really know what else to do besides try out the other colors, but I know a lot of these colors I don't have in Van Goghs, so I'm actually just, I think, gonna end it here. I did, you know, random mixes, and I showed you swatches, and I compared it to a different kind of watercolor so you can see just how easy it is to paint with these. These are probably gonna be my new favorite. Hopefully, if I run out of the half pans, I can still find those. I'll look for you guys to see if they're available anywhere. You can get these colors. You can get these colors in the tubes, and I don't want to think they're too much different just because they're in the tubes. So yeah, you can still find those. If you really want to try the colors out, I really recommend the pan set if you can find it. I will link Jerry's Artorama because that's where I bought those, and that's where the tubes are, and they have a bunch of other stuff. Like, they have awesome deals. I think these were like $11.59 Jerry's price, and I think I saw that they were even on sale more than that, but every time I put it in my cart, it just changed it to the tubes, so I don't know if they're just trying to get you the closest thing to that. I don't really know. My Van Gogh set was probably I got it at Dick Blick for a class, and it was probably closer to 25, I think. I mean, I did get more than 12 colors, I think, and I also bought these ones in the middle on sale at Hobby Lobby. They were having a huge, like, watercolor sale or something like that, and they were just the individual tubes, and they were like less than $2 each, so I had to get some that I wanted. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful. This was my first sort of review, I guess, slash first impressions of watercolors, and I'm still very new to watercolors, so I don't really know what I can really do with these yet. I may do a demo underneath and just speed that up for the end of the video. I'm not really sure, because I'm not the best at painting with watercolors, and I'm really slow with watercolors, so I really recommend these. The colors are great. They go on very smooth, a lot better and easier than that was from my finger, I apologize, than my Van Goghs. Van Goghs are very transparent. I don't know if that's true for all tube watercolors, but I know it's true for Van Goghs because I have such a hard time getting vibrant colors, and these make it so much easier. So if you enjoyed and you want to see more reviews slash, I don't know, first impressions like this, please leave a like and comment below. That's how I know if you guys want these. So please let me know, and I will see you guys next week.